The lights are off and away they go.
Extremely loose. He's managed to hold on it.
He missed the complete. That is crazy stuff.
Freitas is on the grass on the infield for 4. He slides through. He tags Richard.
As winter descends upon the country, the action stays hot on the track. When Saturday night short track racing in America pulls into Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park on iRacing Live and the Global Sim Racing Channel. Tonight, the Bootleg Racing League Outlaw Modified Series competes for round 8 here in Season 4 with the Outlaw 75 Snowball Derby. Welcome home, everyone. I'm Sean Ambrose, and with me tonight is James Kerhula. And into the control room we go, twisting and tweaking the dials. Back with us tonight, the impeccable Joe Peak. These amazing movie pictures are brought to you tonight by the great Dougie Beard. Welcome in, everyone, tonight. Welcome home. Glad to see everyone here. Shout out to all of our friends on iRacing Live and the Global Sim Racing Channel watching in tonight. James, man, here we head to Thompson. We head all the way up north to Connecticut. Thompson Speedway here in Thompson, Connecticut. Tell us a little bit about this old joint. Been here for a long time, man.
Well, for you fellow iRacers out there, this is a track that all of you should be at least a little familiar with, because this is one of the tracks that you have to cut your teeth on here on the simulator. But it is a fast little track, 26 degrees of banking, 0.625 miles of pure action, multiple grooves. These guys are going to be putting on one whale of the show out here tonight, and we do have a lap guide for the Thompson Speedway, and let's go run some laps. Hello, this is James Kerhula in the GSRC SK Modified. I'm going to take you for some laps around the Thompson Speedway. A lot of high banking here in the corners with a lot of room to run. Look for these cars to get up side by side as they venture up the racetrack to find more grip, especially with that newer patch of asphalt there in the second groove. Another thing that's going to be important in these SK Modifieds is going to be brakes after these long straightaways and tight corners. Down low in these corners, you do not have a lot of banking to hold your car into the track, so it is very easy to get the car upset coming off the corners. But if you are able to keep your momentum up, you have plenty of opportunity to duck down low and make a pass going into these hard braking zones that we have here at the racetrack. Look for a lot of opportunity to go side by side here in these SK Modifieds, especially as the tires start to wear out later on in the run. Get your car working through the corners and a good drive off, the hard braking in, and you will have a successful race here at the Thompson Speedway.
And there you go. There's a couple of laps around Thompson Speedway. Pretty fast, James. Pretty fast. Real quick, Chris Wolfson's gotten out of the car, wanted to come in real quick and talk with us here about what he's seeing so far out there tonight. Chris, good evening. How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you doing tonight?
Man, we're great. We're fired up and ready to go. How's the track feel right now?
It's a little slippery out there. I'm not really all that fast tonight, but we'll see what happens. It's a tight one lane type track, so anything can happen.
Well, it looks like you're going to have about 16, maybe 17 cars to work through tonight. What do you think about your chances?
I'm just going to try to stay out of trouble tonight. That's kind of the number one objective, and a lot of times when you do that, you end up with a pretty decent finish.
All right, man. Well, hey, also, I heard that you're doing the race recaps now for the league, and though you can catch those on iRacing News and on pitroad.com. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Lowell asked me to see if we could write some of the reviews and put together some articles for those two online publications, and we've been writing those up and getting them in about midweek, and it's been fun so far.
Well, remember, everyone, you can catch those recaps written by Chris Wolfson at iRacing News and at onpitroad.com. Chris, thanks for stopping in. Have a great run tonight, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that was Chris Wolfson. Look for him tonight. He'll be out there taking care of the car, trying to just come home with a finish tonight. So good on him. James, talk to us a little bit about the Bootleg Racing League and this Outlaw Modified Series.
Well, yeah, they do a couple things out here to kind of keep that short track spirit alive here on the iRacing Simulator. So, for example, last week's winner, Matt Hoos, he will be starting 8th tonight. They do invert the top 8 drivers from the previous race. So, out here, your top 8 is inverted. If you're not in that top 8, you're going to start where you finished last week. Of course, if you're a newcomer, you'll be starting again behind them. So that puts an even bigger premium on your finishing position to make sure that you're in that top 8 so you have a good start for the next race. Another really cool thing that they do here, besides the fixed setups and 50% fuel, is you have to run all 75 laps on the same set of tires. You cannot come in. It is a big penalty if you come in and take tires. So you need to manage the entire race and make sure that you're taking care of those four those 4 Nikes on the car as well, to make sure that you can get the grip when it counts for sure. And these guys will also have one faster pair available also. And their point system on here is pretty simple as well. 14 points to the winner. They're going to keep dropping a point all the way down to 9th place. 9th through 11th will receive 6 points, 12th through 14th, 5 points, and then everyone else will receive 4 points after that, which is creating one heck of a points battle. Sean, if you want to go over that with us.
I do, and it is heating up. Only 3 races left after tonight. We're going to be off next week, but we've got 3 races after tonight. And right now, Philip Temple's been really consistent, man. He's been burning it down for the last few weeks. Has another really solid run last week to finish 2nd, and that vaults him up into the lead in the points with 74. Donnie Moore and Ryan Edwards-Kiss. There's a battle right there. Those two are locked up, tied for 2nd right now in points, and Edwards-Kiss has been really, really consistent this season. So is Donnie Moore. In fact, if you look at the top 3, they've all won 2 races this season. So, again, they've been very consistent. They're having good years, a real good season here. Matt Hoos has got an outside chance, 66 points. That quite a haul. He's got to hope for a lot of bad luck for those top 3. Ryan Nuss even further out of the picture with 55 points. Going to be real tough for Ryan to make a jump. He's tied with Shinovsky. So those two are battling for the top 5. Christopher Hensley, who's going to miss tonight, unfortunately. He said he wouldn't be here. He is back there in 7th with 53 points. And now for the drop week, they each get 2 drop weeks. Those drop weeks are worth 4 points. So that being said, you don't make up a whole lot by missing one. So it's going to be real tough for Chris to even mathematically get into the picture at this point. But a great championship battle going on here at the top, like we just talked about. Philip Temple's, again, been really, really consistent here these last 4 races, actually. And, that consistency vaulted him into the lead last week and didn't even get the win. So, lot to be said for that. And with that 2nd place finish last week, if he was to get a win tonight, that would really, really start to separate himself from the rest of the field.
Yeah, that's right. And we've seen some interesting races here going on in the last few weeks as well. But again, Matt Hoos putting on a clinic there last week, leading all 75 laps, and getting him a little bit closer in that championship. So, and Sean, I'm definitely not counting him out of it yet, but Philip Temples, Donnie Moore, and Ryan Edwards-Kiss, they really haven't put a foot wrong all season long. And 1 point separating the top three is just incredible to see this at this point in the season.
Yeah, and I'm looking in on the practice times right now. We're seeing some really just smoking laps right now. 18.840, Ron Henry there from Canada sitting up top. Phil Temple's sitting right behind him with an 8.95. Really close. And then even closer, there's Ernest Brown. Old Ernie sitting there with an 8.99. So as you can see, they're really tight right now. The field is going to get into one here to start this race, and it's going to be a heck of a battle. Last week when they ran at USA Speedway, Hoos did get the win. Temples, we said, finished second. Nuss came home in third. Donnie Moore was the real loser. He finished eighth. But, you know, as a result of that, Will get to start up front tonight. So he does have a chance to, you know, kind of make things up here and you know, get back to the top if he could just have a really good race tonight. So guys are going to really have to take care of these cars. It's a fast track. Running side by side in these turns gets really tricky late into the run. Car really wants to push up the hill. 26 degrees of banking. Going to produce a lot of speed. Temperature on the track right now, only 74 degrees, but trust me, it's going to get greasy and slick out there. And these guys, Chris already talked about it. You know, he talked about the fact that the car, it already felt kind of loose and kind of slick out there. So loose is fast, and these boys will definitely be fast tonight here in the Outlaw Modified Series, James.
That's right. And speaking of fast, Ronald Henry is putting himself at the top of the board. I think that he is definitely overdue for a win this season. He's shown a lot of speed at a lot of these racetracks. Hasn't always had the luck to bring it home in a good finish, but I'm personally going to pull for that 75 tonight. I think he's a little overdue, and he's going to be my pick for the Outlaw Snowball 75 here tonight.
Yeah, you know, Ron got as good a shot as anybody, but I do like that pick. I think it's a good one. I think it could be his night. I almost tend to agree with you, but man, I'll tell you what. Look for Donnie Moore. He's on a little bit of a roll, and he looks to get that roll going even more tonight. We'll see. Now these guys did compete earlier tonight, so there's a lot of seat time has already gone down. James, they ran the Whiskey Run Truck Series first this evening, and Mike Holloway came away with the win in that one. He went wire to wire, led all 50 laps. Ryan Bird in second. Ernie Brown finished third. So Ernie sitting here in third in practice right now. The hot shoe Ronald Henry finished fourth. Your pick right there finished fourth. So, and I think somebody you know finished fifth in that race. A guy named Ricky Harden finishes fifth there in the Whiskey Run Truck race. And then they right after that they got out of the trucks and they got into the Crooked Still Late models. They ran those. And your winner there was Ernie Brown. Ernie got himself a win tonight. Led 19 laps, started 13th, came all the way from the back to do it. Good run for Ernie. Brian Neff back up in the conversation. He finished second. Oh, Ryan Nuss, Tron, came home third. So those guys got a lot of experience driving up front tonight. Got a little bit of a preview for themselves, some seat time in. They look to be factors here, James, and I think you got a good pick there in Ronald Henry. I'll stick with mine, though. I think Donnie's got a shot to maybe go wire to wire in this one tonight.
Which is true, and I've put the commentator's curse on this guy all season long. I'm not going to even mention his name tonight. He was last season champion, drives that Winn-Dixie car. So we're just going to go ahead and I'm going to leave him out of my vocabulary here tonight because I felt like I've put a voodoo on him or something out here. But look for him to be strong as well.
I think that Winn-Dixie machine is going to have a little power in the hood tonight and a little bit of edge on it. So, yeah, I think I'll say his name. I think Mr. Neff will be in this hunt tonight. So look for that Winn-Dixie number 60 to find its way back to the front here tonight at Thompson. These guys are just about done with practice. In fact, we're getting ready to grid right now. Time just expired on this practice session, and it ends with Ronald Henry at the top, as I said, with that 18.840. Really, really fast lap. 75 laps. Not going to take long here tonight, folks. Don't, these guys run hard, but they're awful skilled and awful talented, and I got to be honest with you. I could see them going green flag here, wire to wire. I could see maybe a couple, but this is going to be a great race tonight. They're gridding up now. James, let's run it down for everybody here, and we'll start it off with, that's right, Donnie Moore, the number 26, on the pole. He will start from the inside of row 1. Matt Mead, the number 24, he will start on the outside of row 2. Ryan Edwards Kiss will start. Matt Mead is on the outside of row 1. Row 1. Ryan Edwards Kiss in the number 20, the Home Depot number 20, will start 3rd. Ryan Nuss, Tron, will start 4th tonight. Phil Temples, he's starting 5th. And Tim Knott, the number 41, he'll start 6th, James.
And Vern Bradley in the 14 will be starting in 7th. Outside of him in the 69 will be John Holcomb. Brad Speidel in the 76, he will be starting in 9th. And Ralph Connor Jr. in the 58, starting in 10th. Ronald Henry, my pick for today, he's going to be starting in 11th, fastest in practice. And outside of him will be Mike Holloway in the 4.
All right. And we got Lowell Jewell there in the number 55. He's going to start 13th tonight. Brian Neff is going to be riding right outside of him there in 14th. Ernie Brown starts 15th tonight. Chris Wilson, we talked to him here before the race during practice. Number 71, he's going to start 16th tonight. 16 cars strong. Got a few guys not making it tonight. Chris Hensley, one of them. He won the late model race on Tuesday night, but couldn't make it tonight. So, he's going to get those 4 points for a drop, but we'll have to run it without him. But they are getting ready to go here. Looking good, man. Can't wait to get this going, James.
That's right. This track is, again, fast. We have a wide groove, a wide racetrack for a lot of good racing. And these guys are, a little bit of contact there on the pace lap. I think everyone's just going to get away with a scratch there. No big deal. But we are in for a show tonight. Short tracking here on Saturday nights here in Thompson Speedway. It's going to be a fun one here with the Bootleg Racing League's Outlaw Modified Series, Sean.
And the Ford Mustang pace car is moving into turn 3, diving in right there between 3 and 4. And here we go. Donnie Moore on the pedal out of 4. He's gone, baby. Across the start-finish line. He leads him down into 1. Matt Mead on the outside. Ryan Edwards Kiss to the inside. But Donnie Moore shot out of a cannon down the backstretch into 3. He is still your leader and blown away.
And even though we have some crazy racing, we are clear through the rest of the field. We're going to come here to complete lap 1. I'm looking at the number 75, making up a little bit of ground there on that start. We see Ryan Edwards Kiss get a little bit loose there, and he's going to get past. And Lowell Jewell is around on the backstretch in the 55.
Oh, hope Lowell can gather it up and get back out there. Whoa, Donnie Moore a little loose coming out of 4 right there. Might have gotten just a little bit of that concrete barrier. I don't know, but he's still fast, baby. And just behind him, we look at that replay there real quick on screen. Didn't quite pick that up there. Missed it. Donnie Moore is still in the lead. Matt Mead battling behind him. There we go. There's the replay right there. You saw him come off the corner there, and we're looking at Lowell. See what happened to Lowell there. Gets those wheels turned inside. Really tight condition right there in that car. He's able to keep it off the wall, though, and get back on the track. So good on Lowell. We go back up to the front, though. Donnie Moore, like I said, pulling away with this thing. Ryan Nuss back there fighting with Ryan Edwards Kiss, trying to do it on the outside.
Tim Knott's a little bit loose. He's going to be around. He's going to do the exact same thing that Lowell Jewell did just a lap ago. We do have a yellow.
And that does bring out the yellow, Tim. We see there.
We have an accident in front. A big accident. Let's see. Looks like the Frankenstein machine of Ernie Brown was involved.
Well, on screen there, you see Tim get around. It looks like Tim might have had a little bit of help. Ronald Henry went around there, too. Wow, Henry on his lid. Yeah, there's Ernie Brown. Man, wow, that was that was a lot of cars. There was somebody else. I didn't quite see who that was, but it might have been Wolfson. We're riding on board with Ernie Brown right now. He's got Ryan Nuss right in front of him. There's Ronald Henry. Boom, into Henry. He's up on his side. Henry's around over on his lid. Great camera view we're seeing there. Tough break for Ernie Brown. Those guys going to have a chance to get that fast repair we talked about. They'll get those cars reset. But man, they're going to have to do it early, only 7 laps into this race.
Sean, I think that's officially it. I'm not going to comment on how well a driver is doing before the race anymore. I'm just cursing these guys left and right out here. Ronald Henry, I apologize, sir. I hope that you're able to come up and have a good race after that. You are no longer my pick in hopes that I remove the voodoo.
Man, we're going to have to get you some gin and your own personal Joe Boo to keep there in the booth there with you, James, because, yeah, man, I don't know what it is, but you're bringing down the bad juju on these guys, buddy.
Yeah, and here at GSRC, we are all about not having bad juju, so we're just going to go ahead and try some different things. I'm going to go ahead and bring a horseshoe into my room, four-leaf clover, everything I can think of. Lucky to try and remove this curse that I put on these guys.
Yeah, well, we were just looking on screen there at Ronald Henry. Obviously, that machine is repaired. It was pretty twisted up when it went on his lid. And I told these guys, listen, they worry about these caution flags. And I said, listen, you're making great TV, okay? The wrecks are spectacular. We love it. It's part of the show, okay? Just not too many of them. We want to see some good racing, too. Trust me, these guys are going to get back to it here in just a moment. And they're going to be flying right back around this track. Sometimes referred to as the Indianapolis of the East. It goes way back to when this track started in 1940. Yes, this track opened in 1940. Recognized as one of the first oval asphalts in the United States of America, James.
Yeah, definitely a lot of history here at the Thompson Speedway, and it's always fun when we're able to come out here and run some laps around this great facility.
Now, iRacing's telling us it's 74 at Thompson right now, and I guarantee you it's not actually 74 degrees in Thompson, but that's okay. They're lining back up side by side here. Donnie Moore still on point. Tron's made his way up to second. He's going to start on the outside. Ryan Edwards-Kiss is going to start in third. And, man, we're getting ready to hook him up here. Pace car is in. What's Donnie going to do? He's on it. Not quite the jump that time. Tron able to stay with him right on his bumper. Phil Temple's right there in third. Looking good, man. Donnie getting away clean.
Going on back here. Brian Neff's gonna stay in line, but that was some crazy racing there with the number 76 and the 69 there in front of him as well. As now he's gonna move there on the outside of the number 76, Brad Speidel, and try and make that pass there on the outside.
Man, Donnie Moore is still fighting off Ryan Nuss right now. Nuss really getting a pretty good run on him there, and going into two, when they were going into two, he gets a pretty good run down the front stretch. Can't quite get to him yet. Did somebody hit the wall back there? You know what, Nuss? You know what? I'm sorry, Nuss did get just a little piece of that. We're riding out the back of Donnie Moore right now, looking at Ryan Nuss right there. He's got two people competing right there with it. Phil Temple's looking all over the bumper of Ryan Nuss. And Ryan Edwards-Kiss right down there inside, James. Those top four are really running. Moore starting to open up a little bit of space.
Yeah, and we've seen this a lot of the first place driver typically kind of getting out to, a big battle going on between Matt Mead and Burton Bradley right now. I think that Matt Mead might have gotten a little bit of the wall on that one, but he's going to stay in front of that 14 as well. But we've seen these guys come out here and get out to a commanding lead early on, and then a late race yellow brings it back. Someone from behind is able to save their tires a little bit more. They have a little bit more grip at the end of the race, and we've seen some a guy that hasn't been up at the front stealing a win. Oh, I see a little bit of smoke. I couldn't see what that was from. I think everyone's going to keep it straight.
On the inside there, can't see that green car. That's Mike Holloway, yep. He must have made contact there. That car is really beat up, smoking bad. We're going to go to the replay. Go a little farther back there, take a look at it. There he is there on the inside. You see Holloway, you see the number 4. Oh, it just turned right. Was that into Henry? Oh, man, if that was into Ronald Henry, that's a tough break for him as well. Jeez.
Yeah, I wasn't able to catch it on
You
my
know, that
screen, but
that might have been some warp.
that's
not
what
really
I
sure.
saw because he kind of disappeared on my screen. So I think that was the situation there.
Yeah, and Ron's car is fine. I'm just checking in with him. He's fine right now, so I think that's just what we saw. Let's jump back up front real quick, because, man, this battle between Donnie Moore and Ryan Nuss is heating up. Nuss just hounding him right now. I mean, ready to put the horn to him at any moment. I maybe getting a little impatient. He's got Phil Temples right there behind him. Ryan Edwards-Kiss, that top four remains strong. Battle for 5th place right there. See Matt Mead on the outside.
Tell you what, Matt Mead and Vern Bradley have been going at it quite often this race, and Vern Bradley's going to get back around the 24 that was taken from him earlier. So we're definitely seeing. Oh, Ryan Edwards-Kiss gets a little bit upset there off the corners, able to keep it off the wall.
Yeah, Vern Bradley not playing tonight, man. He Nuss into the wall. Nuss clearly into the wall right there. Car hopped up on 2 wheels. Temples right there on his bumper, was able to stay off of him. Kiss had to check up a little bit. Nuss still underpowered. Donnie Moore, though, still your leader.
Man, I've been seeing these drivers get that outside wall of a turn 4. These cars are just out hooking up. They're fighting to try and find grip out there tonight. And we've seen that from a couple cars out here, especially in practice, as we see. Again, Ryan Edwards-Kiss is not liking turn 2 right now. That's the second time in as many laps that he's gotten the car upset, is able to keep it off the wall.
You know, Nuss really still having a handful with that car. Philip Temples is really looking to try and make a move on him. I don't think Temples feels safe behind him right now, trying to see if he can win a drag race down the straightaway to get past Nuss, maybe get a wheel inside. Nuss right on the bumper there at Donnie Moore. Gave him just a little tap going in. We're on board right now with Philip Temples looking up at looking up at Nuss right there. You see him getting around. That's a great shot. I love that shot over the wheel right there, looking up in front of you. That's a front row ticket to the show, folks.
Yeah, and quite a show. Oh, as we have Ronald Henry around. I won't comment too much on that. I just feel awful at this point.
Tough night for Ron Henry, man. I feel his frustration. I know he's always he's a great driver. Little known fact by Ron Henry, he is a karting champion, a Canadian karting champion. One heck of a driver and a very long resume. Ron, tough break here though in the Outlaw Modified Series. Just can't seem to buy a break. As you see him go around there on the replay, he hit it pretty hard right there and already had to get a full repair. Yeah, kind of looked like the car came down in front of traffic there a little bit, but yeah, Ron, like I said, probably going to need some repair on that machine, and I know he already got that fast repair after going on his lid during the first caution, but hey, look, Dan, now we're 27 laps into this race. We're past the 3rd waypoint. Man, it's time to get a little racy. In fact, just before that caution flag, James, they were getting racy. There were 7 cars all battling for position there up front. Yeah,
and Ryan Nuss is not letting Donnie Moore get away anymore. He has been hounding him since that entire last run, and you can definitely tell that he wants to get around that 26 to get that lead spot and try and walk away from this field. But we also see Philip Temples there as well, that is also putting up a fight and is right behind that 13, ready to make a move at some point this race also. These guys are all hanging together, and we're not really seeing a clear favorite right now.
Well, I was checking in on Chris Wilson. You know, we talked to him before the race. Just taking a look at that car real quick. Everything looks good. Nerf bars look clean. Chrome horn looks amazingly clean. I think maybe he needs to dirty that thing up a little bit. The number 71, though, tracking well. Doing exactly what he planned to do, and that was just kind of stay out of trouble. Started 16th, got his way up to 12th right now. Good on old Chris Wilson there, having a decent run there in a number 71 tonight. It's kind of a favorite number of mine, by the way.
Yeah, I wonder why that is, Sean. I think I've seen that number around you a couple times before. But we're also seeing some other good runs as well, especially from your championship contenders as well. All 3 of them are up there in the top 4 right now. Ryan Nuss is currently sitting in 5th. Is really the only person kind of breaking up that party right now, as we are missing Matt Deuce from that battle as well.
Well, Donnie Moore going to get a chance to restart this race again on point. He hasn't given it up yet. Ford Mustang pace car is into 3, and it's getting ready to pull off right now. Takes that sharp left turn in. Here we go. Donnie Moore on the pedal quick that time. Ooh, Nuss was asleep just a little bit. Phil Temple's down there to the inside. He's going to make it work. Ooh, can he get back up in front of him? No. Nuss strong and that's it. Oh, that car was tight for Temples. Real tight. Almost lost it. Did a great job of saving that, James.
Yeah, and here comes Brian Neff here on the outside. He wants to get around that 19 as well. Oh, contact! Philip Temple's up on his hood. This is going to be really bad for one of your championship contenders.
Yeah, we're going to the replay now. That was not a good one. We look here from the blimp. See what happened here. Oh, he gets tight down low there and then recovers. That was Phil Temples that got tight there on the inside. We slow it down.
Looks like Brian Neff just gets a little loose off of the turn, comes down and makes contact with that 19, and around he goes.
Yeah, and everybody checked up behind there, trying to make evasive moves to avoid that. It happens so quickly when you're carrying the type of speed that these guys are. There's just really not much time to make a move. Your reaction time, no matter how quick it is, it's not as quick as these incidents happen, especially when a car has that rubber band effect and just snaps back across the track like that. So, 42 laps to go here. We got another quick caution. We didn't really get a chance to get running there, and that really hurt a lot of cars. Gonna have to try and recover here and see who all makes it away from that back on the track and still with a pretty clean race car, James.
Yeah, and so we see the field up front still going to be very competitive in here, but we see a lot of guys that are having a really bad night here. Some big and heavy contact from a lot of these guys out here. So Donnie Moore, Ryan Nuss, and Matt Mead, Ryan Edwards-Kiss, they've been staying out of trouble, and that's why we see them up towards the front right now early on in the race.
Well, you say early on. I say by the time we get this thing restarted, we're talking about a sprint, baby.
Well, that's true. These races do go by really quick.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Old Tron Nuss, he's looking very, very racy tonight. That number 13 has been on rails. He has given Donnie Moore fits. But Donnie, the master of the restart tonight, just nailed it every time so far. Able to get that space. Nothing like clean air. Nothing like clean air on a big, fast track like this. Man, Donnie in the SPCA number 26 making it look really easy so far. But I think Tron's got a little something for him before this is all said and done with.
And that was Mike Holloway in the Ford Ray Bestis SK Modified getting the lucky dog there on that on this yellow. So he's going to come back around and rejoin the field, at least get one of those laps back.
All right, so they are now back. Here this time around, everybody will be going side by side. I think the pace car lights will go off right here. And yes, they have. So everybody going to go back side by side. Hey, again, a quick shout out to everybody watching on iRacing Live and the Global Sim Racing channel. Chat with us on YouTube. We've got Trevor Cameron in there chatting with everybody and keeping it alive. Talking about modified racing on a Saturday night here in America at Thompson Speedway. Getting ready to fire it off again. We'll click off lap 38 as we go by to restart this race. Ford Mustang pace car into 3. Going to take that hard left in. It's in. Donnie Moore in the middle of the turn. And there he goes. He's on it again. Ryan Nuss with a good start that time. He was right there with him. Matt Mead settles into third.
Yeah, we saw Ernie Brown try to get aggressive there on that restart. Try to get Ryan Edwards-Kiss, was not able to make that pass, and we see him fall back in line. Oh, see some more contact as we saw, who was that? Someone, the 14 of Vern Bradley, get into Ronald Henry. Ronald Henry is starting to make his way back up through the field here.
Yeah, Ron, after having a little bit of bad luck, he's still in this thing. He's in the hunt, man. Let's go, Henry. But, man, up front, Donnie Moore, still your leader. Ryan Nuss, every lap finds a way to get that bumper right up to him. And just driving it harder, driving it deeper. I don't know how long that can last. This is this track will eat up those tires. Now, it's not very hot out here tonight, but it's been pretty greasy as we've seen. These cars have been a little bit tight. So the wear is definitely affecting that car. You keep breaking in there that hard, you're going to fall off even quicker. The battle right behind's a good one. Matt Mead hanging in there. Ryan Edwards' Kiss. Oh, there was Nuss. Tight off the turn. Opens the door up top for Matt Mead. Ryan Edwards' Kiss almost into the back.
Oh, contact! Oh, Matt Mead over.
Mead up. Yes. Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, and then Ralph Connor Jr. making a little bit of contact there. Everyone else is going to get slowed back down.
Connor got pretty lucky right there. He was able to check it up. He's going to have a little bit of damage on that car, but maybe not too bad. We're riding on board with Mead right here, trying to see exactly what happened.
We'll get the whole story here with the onboard.
Yeah, and there's Nuss to the inside. You saw him get tight off that turn. Hang on to it. We slow it down just a little bit. There's Mead. Nuss to the inside. Mead comes down a little bit. Oh, and there's the contact. Looked like maybe on the left rear. Sends him up into the wall and over. Not quite all the way over, but man, that car went for a roll. There's Ernie Brown just getting by right there. And then that car comes to a stop, and then, Ralph Connor Jr. just gets it locked up right there. Able to keep from just going right into him.
And Ernie Brown really didn't make it by. He kind of made it under there as he goes underneath that 24 and slips by from the danger.
Yeah, we're looking at his view right now. We're on board with Ernie Brown, looking over the front end of that machine.
All right, everyone at home, please get ready to duck because it's about to get wild.
Yeah, I think Ernie might have had a little bit of contact there. He might have taken the X, as they say. That was a close one. Yeah, that was good, James. Get ready to duck.
Yeah, it looks like there's not a whole lot of contact or damage there on that 8 Frankenstein machine. So I think Ernie Brown is still ready to race it up and compete here after that little bit of contact.
I told Ernie that Halloween was over. He could take the mask off. I don't know why he's still wearing a mask. Halloween's over. He should be wearing a turkey on that thing right about now. We'll talk about it later. That's okay. It fell flat. Thanks for leaving me out there, James. I appreciate that. All right, so back to racing here. We're going to go back to the front. Let's run it down for you real quick. Donnie Moore, your leader. Ryan Nuss hangs on to second. Ryan Edwards Kiss in third. Ernie Brown got himself up there to fourth right now. Tim Knott sitting in fifth. Ron Henry up from 11th, got himself in sixth. Vern Bradley in seventh. Brian Neff in eighth. Ralph Connor Jr. in ninth. And Chris Wolfson sits in 10th place right now. That's your top 10. As they get ready to reset the field now, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here on a Saturday night. There they go, everybody lining up, double file here. Donnie Moore still your leader. Ryan Nuss still battling there on the outside. 2 hungry competitors behind him. And Ryan Edwards Kiss and Ernie Brown. Ford Mustang pace car into 3. And it's in. And Donnie Moore is off. And there he goes again. Gets that car up a little high on the track there. He's back off into 1. Nuss about as close as he's been to him all night on the restart. Really nice. Ernie Brown coming on the outside. Gets right around Kiss. Powers right around him. That was a great move by Ernie Brown, James.
Yeah, and Sean, I personally am still a fan of that Frankenstein machine. I still have some leftover Halloween candy. Thanksgiving's not quite here yet, so we won't make him put the turkey on there. But yeah, Ernie Brown is making some moves here late. Oh, we see Vern Bradley go around again off of turn 2. That seems to be Calamity Corner out here tonight. He's going to get it turned around here. We stay green.
We do. Ryan Edwards Kiss looking to the inside there. Ernie Brown can't pull it off. Ronald Henry into the picture. Here comes Henry. Catching up to Ryan Edwards Kiss. Kiss trying to get to Phil Temples. Can't do it yet. This is a great battle up for... Oh, Philip Temple. Ernie Brown, I'm sorry. Ernie Brown having trouble there. That car got tight. Almost went around. Able to hang on to it. Henry gets around. Tim Knott gets around. Everybody coming around now. There's Brian Neff gets around him. Gonna look at a replay real quick. What happened to Ernie there? Riding on board with him here. Goes across the start-finish line down into 1. And right there. Okay, now here we go. Down the backstretch. Into 3.
Oh, Brian Neff is around hard into the outside wall, Sean. Sorry about that. Matt Mead is also around again, up on his hood. 2 hard contacts into that outside wall.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for them. I think that they've both been in for repair, if memory serves me correct. This concrete here, not very forgiving, sir. And, boy, I'll tell you what, this is just falling right into Donnie Moore's lap. These caution flags just keep giving him a chance to hold on to this lead, control these restarts. But the scene up at the front has changed just a bit. Nuss no longer in the picture. It's Donnie Moore and Ryan Edwards Kiss. That's going to be your 1-2.
And
looking
what are
at
we
the
seeing
replay right now, riding on board with Matt Mead. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. We'll go back on board and look at this replay. We'll get back to your race summary here in just a second. But yeah, looks like going down the backstretch here, Ernie Brown gets a good run, goes in there into 3 and 4, a little bit of contact with that 60, and Matt Mead just couldn't slide by there. Just that little bit of contact will send you around.
You say contact, I say net code. Man, that looked like net code all the way. I didn't see it. I saw plenty of space. And that evil thing here on the internet we call net code, it looks like propped its ugly head, and unfortunately Neff is an unlucky recipient of that, and Ernie Brown as well. That's a tough break for those guys. Ernie was really charging. He's still in there, but Neff again, bad luck for him tonight. It continues, and that's a shame. That Winn-Dixie 60 is a champion. 2-time defending champion, and we want to see him win one before it's over. He's going to have 3 chances left to do it. But right now, the man with the chance is Donnie Moore. Still your leader. He's done it for 55 laps. Going to restart this race with less than 20 to go, James.
Yeah, and Philip Temples will get your way by here on this restart. But what I was trying to get to earlier, Sean, was that Ryan Edwards Kiss is up there in second. Something that Ryan Edwards Kiss has proven time and time again this season is that he knows how to take care of his equipment and make sure it is spot on, ready to go, ready to rock and roll at the end of these races. I definitely look for him to give Donnie Moore a lot of heartache here on this these winding down laps. He knows how to take care of those tires, and he's going to definitely bring it here to that 26.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm looking at Ryan Edwards Kiss's car, and you can tell he's been busy. The chrome horn a little bit bent up. That ride sight Nerf bar certainly bent up, and he's been out there working hard. Now he's going to get a chance to restart with Donnie Moore here up front. Donnie still on point. Your Ford Mustang pace car takes it into 3. Got to make that hard left-hand turn right about now. Donnie Moore on point. Here we go. Jumps the throttle. There he goes. Donnie Moore across the start-finish line he goes. Still your leader, Ronald Henry, looking to the inside of Ryan Edwards Kiss. Can't pull it off. There goes Ryan Edwards Kiss. Nice line right there. Right on the bumper of Donnie Moore. As they head back.
Contact Nuss. Nuss is in the inside wall.
Oh,
and Ernie Brown is going around here in turn 4.
Jeez, everybody having trouble there at the back, getting restarted on this thing. No yellow flag lap, 58 laps in the book. Donnie Moore is still your leader as they head down the back stretch. And the yellow's out now.
I didn't get to see what that was for, Sean. I see Chris
Ralph Connor Jr. We're looking at it on the right there live right now. It looked like Ralph Connor Jr. having trouble. See if we can catch it on the replay here real quick, James. Looking at Ralph Connor Jr. right now. Got the camera on him. Seems to get through okay right there.
Yeah, I
and
saw
it was
what
behind
happened.
him. The trouble was behind him there.
Oh no, but he goes into turn 3 and 4. It's a little bit loose. He's going to make
Yep.
contact with that 4.
Mike
Turns
Holloway.
it back right, and in order to keep out of the 4, turns it into the outside wall.
Ooh, and
Tough
he hit him
break
hard.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
Ralph. Yeah, Ralph hit real hard as we're looking to see who was it on the backstretch that turned. I didn't get a good. I couldn't see it well enough for the camera. Was that?
Oh, that was the 69 of John Holcomb and Vern Bradley.
That was Vern Bradley. I was about to say Vern. Yeah. Boy, a little bit of attrition tonight here at Thompson.
Yeah, but I tell you, who's liking it though is Philip Temples. He's going to get another wave around. Is now only going to be 1 lap down here on this restart, getting a lot closer to those guys up there in front of him and trying to stop the bleeding here on this race.
Yeah, and just noticed Chris Wilson just moved up another spot. So far, mission accomplished for the number 71 TLR machine tonight. Doing a good job, keeping her clean. Started 16th, up to 9th. He's in the hunt. We see Ryan Nuss pulling up right there alongside him. Dropping back now a little bit. Ernie Brown just up in front of him. These machines have been working hard tonight, man. And it's all coming down to a close here. We're going to restart the race with just over 10 laps to go. A sprint to the finish is what we're looking for. Green flag all the way. Hoping we can get that. We probably will. These guys are maybe just a little impatient at this point, but also don't want to be the ones that wind up on the outside looking in. So they will be racing hard, but I think they'll be looking at an eye to a good finish too. So maybe we can get this finished under green.
Yeah, and right now, Criff Wilson and Ryan Nuss are going to be driving hard to try to get into that top 8. Again, they invert the top 8 for next week, so getting up in that top 8 is very important if you want to have a good starting spot for next week. And we've seen starting up front is very important. We see Donnie Moore out here, who's led all the laps out here starting on pole. Last week, we saw the Matt Hoos lead all 75 laps from starting on pole. It's very important to get a good starting position to finish well in these races.
Well, I'll tell you what. Ron Henry, he started 11th. He's sitting in 3rd, man. I like where he's at right now. It's a good spot to be on the track. He could just grab onto Donnie Moore and take that spot. There they go. The Mustang pace car's in. Donnie was on it quick right there.
Yeah, very quick restart.
Ryan Edwards Kiss able to stay with him there so far. Closes the door on Ron Henry. Henry.
Oh, 4. He's gonna get loose. He's gonna make it around. Mike Holloway is gonna keep it green though.
Wow, Holloway again. Another tight car. There's Henry. We're looking at him on screen. He's sitting in 3rd, looking pretty good right now. Donnie Moore maybe pulling away just a little bit. Ryan Edwards Kiss maybe trying to set him up for a run. Gonna have to get busy. Only 10 laps to go here on Saturday night short track racing in America.
That's right, and you're seeing Ryan Edwards Kiss. He's not letting that 26 get too far out in front of him right now. They know that this is a big point tonight for them with the run of Philip Temple, so they're going to try and capitalize it on as much as they can. Oh, and Vern Bradley's going to be around on the back stretch. Yellow is out.
Yeah, I caught that out of the corner of my screen. Vern going around. Vern heading in the wrong direction several times tonight. Tough Saturday night for Vern Bradley. Looking at him on screen right now. That car get tighter. Did he get a piece of the wall there? Let's see. Heading down the front straight into 1. Looks like what we've seen all night. That car just gets a little tight. He tries to collect it. He had Nuss right there behind him. Maybe just a little bit of contact, but that's all it took to send him around. And that does bring out another caution.
I tell you who's going to love this one, though, is Philip Temples. He should be getting the wave around this time. That will get him back on the lead lap, and he can try and make up those positions. Oh, as we're seeing, Donnie Moore is now was pulled down, and now he's coming back up to the front. I think he's going to get his position back, but that was kind of interesting to see him drop down there.
Not sure what happened there. Not quite sure what happened. Maybe he had a failure. Maybe he had a mechanical issue there, something wrong with his hardware or something, had to pull down for a second.
Well, right now they are letting him have his spot back, so I guess no harm, no foul. Donnie Moore gets away with one there as he is going to maintain the lead.
Yeah, and Vern Bradley coming around for his wave around. Lowell just called it. That is an admin decision here in the Outlaw Modified Series. Lowell makes the call. Sometimes it's Matt. Matt Hoos and Lowell Jewell do a really fine job putting this all together, and they do a great job of administering this league and work really behind the scenes to bring these great races to you every Saturday night. Hats off to Matt Hoos and Lowell Jewell for bringing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not that Lowell Jewell is just picking his favorite out there. Philip Temples was the first car one lap down these last 3 yellows, and that's why he's gotten the wave around these last few. The admins just like to be in control of who's going to be getting that wave around.
That will put Phil back on the lead lap, and we'll give him a chance to maybe get to that 8th spot. Right now, Ralph Connor Jr. holds on to it. Chris Wolfson with an outside chance of maybe getting to that number 8 spot. Maybe he could start on the pole next week. But Donnie Moore is still your leader. He's done that since they dropped the green flag. He's got Ryan Edwards-Kiss right there with him. And man, there's one thing Ryan Edwards-Kiss could do, and that is lead the important lap, the one that counts, the one that wins. They are lining up side by side one last time. We get another yellow flag. That will be it. Lap 71. 71 laps in the books. They head down the backstretch. The Ford Mustang pace car getting him ready one last time here on iRacing Live and the Global Sim Racing Channel. Here we go. Ford Mustang pace car into 3. Turning left. Donnie Moore going to get to it one last time. There he goes. Donnie Moore off hot. Gets away quick. Fighting behind him. Ryan Edwards-Kiss on the outside. Ronald Henry on the inside. A little bit of contact between him and Kiss. Kiss
Wow,
in the
3
outside
wide.
wall.
Oh, Ryan Edwards-Kiss. Oh, he's going to make contact with Ryan Nuss.
Oh, and that's the flag. I saw them all collect there on the back stretch. Looks like Donnie Moore is going to win this race, folks. Ronald Henry going to come home second. And Tim Knott, 3rd place. Won't make it official yet, but I don't think we'll get that green flag in time. That was lap 73.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But someone that really benefited from that was your championship leader coming into this, Philip Temples, going to come home with a 6th place finish. Not bad at all for being 3 laps down earlier on in this race.
Yeah, that was a nice recovery there by Phil. He needed that. Come from, what was he, 3 laps down at one point or 2?
3 laps down.
Watching the replay now, trying to sort out exactly what happened. You're watching the restart. Donnie Moore gets away real quick. They're shuffling behind him side by side, taking it across start finish line into 1. See that contact there between Henry, Ryan Edwards-Kiss. Kiss on the outside wall, coming off of it. Contact with Nuss. Oh, and Ralph Connor Jr. right there starts to spin by himself. He goes to the inside. But that contact between Nuss and Kiss, Ernie Brown gets caught up in that.
Wow, look at Phil Temples just right through the middle.
Yeah, Phil Temples and Wolfson. Wolfson keeping the car clean, makes it through. Wow.
Tell you what, a bad points day for Philip Temples winds up not being that bad, and a great day for Ryan Edwards-Kiss ends in disappointment as he has retired from the event. He will finish 12th place tonight.
Well, here we go. Last time around, this is the white flag lap. Donnie Moore comes out of 4 one last time. He is going to come across the start-finish line. Your winner, Donnie Moore. My pick to win this race tonight from the front. He does it wire to wire. Nobody able to get a tire inside or around Donnie Moore. Ronald Henry brings it home in second. Great run for him. Nice for him to finally get a little bit of good luck. And Tim Knott comes from out of nowhere there, right there at the end, able to get through, finishes 3rd. Man, what a great run for those guys. Folks, we're going to take a quick break real quick as these guys settle in here and get off the track. And Donnie Moore going to get his victory celebration underway. We'll be back in just a moment here on iRacing Live on the Global Sim Racing Channel. See you in a sec. Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park. Boy, we just saw 75 laps of hard racing here tonight in Thompson, Connecticut. Donnie Moore, your winner. James, let's run down the field for everybody. Let them know how they finished. Again, representing New England, all of New England, Donnie Moore in number 26. Ronald Henry, representing the great country of Canada, all of Canada, number 75. He comes home second. Tim Knott, number 41. He finishes third. Brad Speidel, number 76. He finishes fourth tonight. Chris Wolfson, fifth in the number 71. Not a bad run for Chris. I think that's a little bit better than he expected, actually. Philip Temples, he comes home in 6th. Works really hard tonight to do that. Mike Holloway, 7th place. Bad luck for him, but he still comes home in 7th. John Holcomb, 8th place tonight. Ernie Brown in 9th. Ryan Nuss winds up with a 10th place finish. The last car in the lead lap there, James.
Yeah, and Ralph Connor Jr. will be your first car to finish not on the lead lap in the 58, coming home in 11th. Ryan Edwards-Kiss, that late accident there, he will come home in 12th, 4 laps down. Vern Bradley, another tough night, he comes home in 13th. Brian Neff, last season's champion, comes home in 14th. Matt Mead in the 24 comes home in 15th, and Lowell Jewell will round out your field, coming home in 16th.
Well, James, man, again, what a race. I'm out of breath. I'm still recovering, man. A lot of excitement there at the end. Yeah, we finished under yellow, but I don't think Donnie was going to give that up. Yeah, Ron had a good shot. Ryan Edwards-Kiss had a good shot, but Donnie was just too strong on those restarts tonight. But I'll tell you what, why don't we head on down there to pit lane, bring Tim Knott into the booth and talk to him about that 3rd place finish, which just kind of happened right there at the end. Tim, what a race here on Saturday night short track racing in America. You come home 3rd on the podium. How you feeling, my friend?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Finally got a decent race in. Just tried to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, and actually you were one of those guys that did manage to stay out of trouble tonight. Lots of cars flying all over the place. How'd you do it, man? Was it just luck, or you gotta tell me there's some skill involved with that, right?
No, the race before I had plenty of trouble, so I was determined to stay out of it this time. I just hung back and just tried to stay out of the way, tried to step against the wall as best I could.
Well, hey, listen, any night you can get on the podium is a good night, sir. I know you're not necessarily fighting right now for the championship, but man, a victory has still got to be in the cards for you. You got 3 races left to do it. We're going to take a break next week and head to South Boston, down there in Virginia. And what do you think your chances are there at South Boston? How's that track set up for you?
Oh, I'm okay there. I like the place. I can get around it. It's just all on how things fall together, you know. Restarts are the key to everything.
Yeah, as we saw Donnie really control those restarts tonight. You definitely said it. Tim, we certainly thank you for coming in. Wish you a happy Thanksgiving, sir. Look forward to seeing you in South Boston in a couple weeks. Thanks for coming on in and saying hello.
Thank you, Sean. You guys do a good job, and I want to thank Lowell, too, for putting on a good series. He does a lot of work for us.
Yes, sir, he does, and we certainly appreciate him. Tim, travel safe, my friend. We will see you in South Boston, Virginia, sir.
Thanks again, Sean. See ya.
Okay, James, that was Tim Knott. I believe you have caught up with your pick, Ron Henry. Finished 2nd place tonight. What a run for Ron. James, take it away. Talk to Ron.
Yeah, and Ron, I think that we have a lot to talk about here. First off, I think I need to apologize to you because I picked you to be the winner tonight, and I have the worst commentator's curse. I have some serious voodoo, and I put that on the 75 tonight. I revoked my pick of you halfway through the race after your 2nd incident, and then you come back up to finish 2nd tonight. So how did you get here, sir? And I apologize for the little bit of luck, bad luck that you had at the beginning of the race.
That's all right, man. Just never pick me again, please. That's all I have to say, I guess.
I promise I won't.
Yeah, it was an eventful race. I mean, tried to keep my nose clean and not provoke anything. Wait until the guys made mistakes, so I could have good runs, and which I did. I passed him, and I got I think it was 8 or 7. I'm not sure. And I spun by myself and had to do it all over again. But guys were bouncing off the wall quite often, getting together, so it helped me move up.
And you did, coming up through twice through the field to come up and get a 2nd place finish tonight. Again, at a lot of these races, you come up fastest in practice. You run well in the feeder series here earlier on in the night. what's going to get you into that victory lane to get you that one more position that you're looking for?
Well, I think this last race we just did was it's the beginning of better things. I had such bad luck this season, and yeah, I think it's just this is a step forward. I think the monkey's off my back right now, so I always run fast. I'm fast. I get caught up all the time since the beginning of the year, so.
Yeah, and hopefully that monkey is off your back. Knock on wood. I promise I won't pick you again. As we're looking on screen now, one of your earlier incidents, but coming back up even after that to get a second place finish is mighty impressive here. We do take a week off for Turkey Day and Thanksgiving next week, and then we will be back at it at the South Boston Speedway. Are you looking forward to going back down to Virginia?
Yep. I like that track a lot, and can't wait to get back now that I think the monkey's off my back. So I just need my buddy teammate Neff to get his monkey off his back as well. It's been that kind of a season. Yeah, I just want to thank the Lone Star at Texas Grill for sponsorship, and again Lowell and Matt for putting this all together, and you guys for doing such a great job with the broadcast.
Well, thank you, Ronald, for putting on a great race and a good show for us to broadcast about. Ronald Henry in the 75 Lone Star SK Modified finishes second here tonight. And Sean, the theme of the season seems to be people getting monkeys off their back. I remember an interview earlier in the year where we had the same thing. So Ronald Henry is, I don't know where this monkey is going to head to next, but Ronald Henry wants nothing to do with him. But Sean, you have caught down with Donnie Moore, who has not seen that monkey this season, and he comes back home with another victory here tonight.
Donnie Moore, your winner in the SPCA Friends for Life number 26 SK Modified. Third win of the season. Donnie Moore, congratulations.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks a lot.
Man, that's going to put you back up on top in the points championship. Phil having a little bit of trouble. Ryan Edwards-Kiss having a little bit of trouble. I don't think you could have written it any better tonight, could you?
Well, I'll tell you, I was fortunate to start on the pole because although the outside line is the preferred line here, starting on the point, those restarts, it's definitely an advantage. So I was able to stay up front, and right around lap 50, though, I had to back away off, and Ryan Nuss got in trouble because of that. So I apologize to him for that. He ran a nice, clean race up until that at that point.
Yeah, boy, you two were battling, man. He was giving you all he could handle there. He was really getting that car in there hard into the turns, and you had a mirror full for most of the race. What's it like when you got someone just breathing on you lap after lap after lap like that?
Well, it depends who's behind you. It's you just got to concentrate on your own race and race the track and just maintain a nice, smooth line if you can.
Are you one of those guys, one of those rip the mirror off type of guys that really doesn't care what's behind you? It's only important what's in front of you?
Yeah, I got one eye in there sometimes. I like to know what's going all around.
Man, that was a great wire-to-wire finish for you tonight. This is a great track. This is certainly, like James talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, obviously it's that track that everybody gets to cut their teeth on here in the iRacing service, and certainly you've got a lot of experience here, as do many others. Any special memories you'll take away from this race tonight?
Well, I'm just very fortunate to win it because it's not one of my favorite tracks. So I just have favorite tracks ahead of me now. So I'm looking forward to getting this one behind me and going forward.
Well, we head to South Boston next. We're going to take next weekend off. Everybody will still be in that food coma next Saturday. So Lowell thought that a night off would be good for you guys. But we head to South Boston, Old Sobo. What do you think about that old joint?
I love Sobo, yep. I like that. I like the last three tracks we're going to be at. Sobo, Lanier, and And tell
New
me the last
Smyrna,
one.
baby.
There we
New
go.
Smyrna.
There we go. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to those. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to go end this season in the dead of winter down on the beach. Head down to New Smyrna and have a little fun there to end it all out. Donnie, again, congratulations, buddy. What a great way to go to the holiday break. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your entire family. And we wish you a safe travel. Look forward to seeing you there in South Boston, Virginia in 2 weeks, sir.
Well, I appreciate it very much, Sean. Thank you very much, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Great job tonight, guys.
And that was Donnie Moore, your winner tonight of the Outlaw 75 Snowball Derby. Congratulations again to Donnie. As I said, that's going to shoot him up to the top of the points chase. He's going to walk away from Thompson tonight, your leader in the points with 3 races to go. Donnie Moore and Ryan Edwards Kiss are going to slip behind, unfortunately, after that. Not getting the type of finish they needed here, James, tonight. Share your thoughts about what you saw out there tonight and what you thought about this great race.
Well, attrition was definitely key here tonight, and you see, getting off these corners, there was just not a lot of grip there, and we saw a lot of contact off of those corners, and that's what really hurt a lot of these contenders out here tonight to get those bad finishes. But Donnie Moore coming out, and again, for 2 weeks in a row, we have a really exciting race, even with someone leading flag to flag. So Donnie Moore looking very impressive here in this championship. It's definitely going to hurt Ryan Edwards Kiss. He's definitely going to need to use this as that drop week if he wants to have a chance towards that championship. And Philip Temple's coming back after being 3 laps down to get a 6th place finish is an incredible run from him.
Yeah, it certainly was. Several guys having a really good run tonight. You know, Chris Wilson, we talked to him before the race. Chris just wanted to keep the car out of the trouble, and lo and behold, the kid winds up with a 5th place finish. So great job tonight. Again, another exciting race here on Saturday night on iRacing Live and the Global Sim Racing Channel. We want to wish everyone a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Want to real quickly remind you all to travel safe here during the holiday season. Lots of snow on the roads here in this several parts of the country already, so be safe while we take that week off next week. And James, what are we looking forward to here?
We are going to one of the most exciting tracks on the circuit, South Boston, Virginia, and a very, very wicked racetrack. Close racing, awesome racing. It's definitely going to be a lot of bumping and banging when we go here in 2 weeks here at the South Boston, Virginia, at the South Boston Speedway, here on the Global Sim Racing Channel and iRacing Live. Again, we will be off next week, but on December 5th, come back here and we will be having some fun.
Yes, we will. And, as we get ready to wrap this thing up, I want to remind everybody, the Bootleg Racing League has got a lot of stuff going on. These guys are busy. They like to race. They like to get together on TeamSpeak and have a good time, and do it in a gentlemanlike fashion, and race hard. And these guys, lots going on. Tuesday nights, they run the White Lightning Limited Late Model Series. Those guys grid at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. 50 laps. They run the same tracks every week as the rest of the series. Saturday nights, they run the Whiskey Run Truck Series that we talked about earlier, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, those leagues right now, they've got people waiting to join those 2 particular leagues right there, okay? There's a waiting list right now. You want in, get on that list. The Crooked Still Late Model Series every Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay, that's invitation only. And the Outlaw Modified Series here every Saturday night on the Global Sim Racing Channel and iRacing Live, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. The green flag drops. Okay, now the Crooked Still Late Models and the Outlaw Modified Series, you earn your chops in the White Lightning Limited Late Model Series and the Whiskey Run Truck Series to get yourself into either one of those series. So again, lots going on with the Bootleg Racing League. Lots of excitement coming. Season 4 wrapping up. Season 5 just around the corner. Take your chance to be part of it. Lots of people to thank here tonight. We'll talk about our streaming equipment first, brought to you by iRacing.com, Motorsport Simulations, XSplit, Audio Technica Corporation, Avra Media USA. Additional thanks go again to camera sets provided by the great Dougie Beard. Our music brought to us by Eric Ekholm. You can find him at ericeckholm.com. Stay up to date with the Global Sim Racing Channel at globalsimracingchannel.com, on Twitter at GSR Channel, Facebook, facebook.com/Global Sim Racing Channel. Want more information about the Bootleg Racing League? You can find that at facebook.com/Bootleg Racing League or at bootlegracingleague.com. And again, fans, remember, every week you can read the race recaps written by the league's own Chris Wolfson at iRacing News and at onpitroad.com. James, thanks a lot, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving to you, sir. Until next time, race clean, race hard, and I'll see you on the track.